As the praise team began to serenade him with the sweet songs of worship, I joined in. Many times people would ask me, what do I see or experience in my worship? Oftentimes I'd see myself bowing down before his feet in heaven. There's a space in front of him clearly marked off that no one enters, not even the angels. But on both sides, there seems to be constant worship. That's where I would end up every time I went into worship. He would be sitting upon his throne, and although I could never see his face, I knew it was him. So let's get back to the testimony. In that church, I had an unforgettable experience that felt like the one Paul described when he said, I knew a man in Christ about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven. 2 Corinthians 12:2. It is truly beyond describing, but I'll try. Glory charged the atmosphere, and the sound, the sound was of such I cannot begin to articulate, nor have I heard such sound before in my life. The angels were singing unto him. Then I turned towards the throne, and I saw him. Although I could not really see him, I saw more of a silhouette and said to him, if this is what heaven is like, I don't want to leave. Dear one, you could have told all my family members that I wasn't coming back, and I would have been fine with it. But he spoke to me and said one word at first. He said, purpose. Then he said, your purpose is not complete. Instantly, I found myself back in that church, and as you may have guessed it, I was just sobbed. What an experience. Since that day, I have not been remiss of telling people the necessity in discovering their God-given purposes. I don't know what it is about being close to God that produces tears. I heard one preacher say years ago that you can be emotional without being spiritual, but it's almost impossible to be spiritual without being emotional. My tears were tears of joy, the kind of joy that can only be experienced in his presence.